I'm back. Let's talk about this week's video. And originally it was going to be about God of High School, comparing it to even Tower of God. Really. I'll make that video at some point and I might release it, but not right now. Right now we're going to be talking about Dr. Stone because I read last night its chapter, its most recent chapter, and that's why it's called Finally Caught Up to Dr. Stone. And it's so good. It is so mother flipping good. Oh, it's amazing. Honestly, Dr. Stone has been getting better and better. And when I was really kind of worried about it, because when we found out what was the goal as to how we were going to get to the main villain, I was hesitant because that seemed like of a bit of a reach. That would seem like if they were to accomplish that within a year or two, I would call BS. That's not possible. You can't get that in a year or two. But it does seem that we can. I don't have to worry about that, or at least not for now, because this current arc is so good. It's in its infancy. It just started a couple chapters back, so it can go downhill from here. But I'm hoping not. My little puppies just came running into my room and then just ran back out. I don't know what happened. This chapter was great. I'm not going to go into details because this is the non-spoiler section, but I will have a spoiler section and it will start at this time. So if you don't want to go to this time, at this time just end the video and you're good. But for those who do want to go to the spoiler section right away, boom, here, go to this time. This chapter was mainly geared towards suspense, drama, and tension. And it's a good chapter for the villain, for us to get an understanding of what our villain this arc is. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if people consider that a spoiler, but whatever. When I found out the main villain's goal was, at least of this arc, I was kind of, that seems a bit generic, but the guy's personality is so freaking good. And in this chapter, it just cemented how much I like this villain. Because we finally got the answer that came from last week's questions. This villain's decisions is going to hurt something he finds that he cares about. I'm not going to say what, but we finally got an answer to that question. And it's good. It gives more life to this villain and more than just haha, I'm evil type of guy, and I enjoy that. But there are some parts in this chapter that people did get confused because of how the manga kind of paneled it, how he kind of set up the time-wise, and I'm going to give an explanation to it in the spoiler section, but not in the non-spoilers. So while that wasn't a problem for me, and I was able to keep track of the manga because I was able to get the intention of the author as to what he was trying to do with the panels, some people might find that a bit odd. So for those, I recommend read the manga, catch up, and then go to the spoiler section of this video if you do have questions as to what does that mean. But for those who get it, who read it, I get what he's trying to do, I see the confusion, but I understand it, then no problem. I hope you enjoyed the manga chapter. It's so goddamn good. But now let's go into the spoilers. Our main villain is Zeno, and Zeno discovered that Senku is the person that if he decides to kill, he'll end up killing someone he thinks highly of. That he does see himself partnering up with Senku to rule over the world, but it also confirms that Zeno is the type of guy to say, this is something I greatly desire, but my end goal trumps my desires. And he gives the green light to kill Senku. Stan is now ready to shoot, and he's about to shoot between 3 possible targets, which is amazing that he didn't conveniently only have one candidate, which is Senku. But the spy is pointed out, a sniper is called, that's saying, hey, we've got a sniper. Chaos ensues, everybody's running, and the spy is dumb enough to look in the direction of the sniper and not be panicked like everybody else. Now usually that's a really dumb move, but I like what Stan did here, and he thought you know what, this is my ticket in. If Senku is the calm and collected type that Stan visions him to be, then Senku will notice the spy kind of giving away Stan's location and kind of giving away that she's a spy, and will look towards Stan. When he does that, boom, that would be Senku. That would be the most prime suspect for being Senku. The other two targets we see are just too scared to react. But Senku, who is calm, collected, is always trying to be assessing his situation, gathering information, looking for what to do next, trying to get the full picture. His own brain gave him away. But before that, Senku quickly realizes, hey, duck, get under cover. Now, there are some people who are saying, well, if he ducked under cover, why didn't he just go somewhere else? Well, because Senku doesn't know much more than that. He just know, shit, like, there's a sniper on me. He's gonna shoot me. I think I can make this bulletproof vest. Might as well go for it. That's much more of a clearer chance to him to survive it than just to randomly move about and possibly get sniped should he accidentally poke his head a bit too much. That being said, that is the timeline of what happened. Senku discovers the sniper discovers Senku covers, Senku makes the bulletproof vest. In the meantime, Stan is talking to Zeno, asking if he wants him dead. Zeno confirms it, Stan shoots, Senku just finished making the bulletproof vest, and then gets shot. Boom. Now we do see that upon hitting the woodwork, the bullet does shatter. It goes into pieces. And it isn't multiple shots, it is just the one bullet that got shattered, and it goes into the bulletproof vest with a lot less velocity and penetration that it had before, should it had not hit the wood. Now, would that be enough to keep him alive? I'm pretty sure. Senku isn't gonna die. But I will say this, I'm pretty sure Senku is out of the picture for a good bit. I think he is either maybe not gravely injured, but seriously injured, and I think the side characters will now have to try their best to survive and to somehow get the better of this villain without Senku's help. For the most part, I'm pretty sure Senku would bounce back and be there for the final showdown, or at the very least have a one-on-one with Zeno after everything is said and done. But I'm still super hyped. Senku just got shot. It looked like he actually got hit in the chest. And if he got hit anywhere, it's not in the heart, but if he got hit anywhere in the chest, that should put him out of commission for a good time, because they don't have modern technology. Even if they do use the medicine they used last time to stop the bleeding, the bullets will still be in his chest. He will still be gravely injured, and he wouldn't be able to carry on like he normally would. Now, usually this anime does a pretty good job in that regard. Okay, maybe not a pretty good job, but it does a fair enough job to keep those type of injuries somewhat realistic. So I'm hoping Senku is out of commission. He is gone. We will see Senku at some point, at some other time. But this arc, like pretty much the side characters going up against a villain who is as smart, if not even smarter than Senku, is exciting, because they never had to face that. They never had to face like an actually smart, intelligent villain. All the other villains so far, while they were intelligent, they weren't intelligent the way Senku is, and they weren't as crafty as Senku has proven himself to be. This guy is. Zeno is Senku, just on the other side of the coin. And yes, the mangaka did this on purpose, but I never thought he would go down this route. And now that I think he is going down the route, I'm excited. I want to see the next chapter. But the next chapter won't be until next month. So that's a 2-week break, and I'm bummed. But anyways, thank you for coming to the Lobbies for Hobbies, and I hope you come and check in next week for the next video. That one might be Tower of God. Who knows? Unless I read another manga that I really freaking enjoy. But that's it. Thank you for coming by, and I hope you check in back at the lobby. Till next time. See ya.